How many of us can relate to having that one drawer or closet that's a bit too full? Guilty as charged, right? But what happens when the clutter starts taking over and impacting our daily lives? Today, we're not just talking about your average clutter. We're delving into a topic that goes beyond the occasional mess, and that is the hoarding disorder. Join us as we navigate through the ins and outs of this unique challenge, and make sure you watch until the end as we shed light on how we can together create a space where knowledge meets compassion. Now, let's start by breaking down what exactly hoarding disorder is. It goes beyond just having a cluttered space. It's a complex challenge that extends beyond the physical mess. According to experts, hoarding disorder is considered an independent condition within the OCD spectrum. It is characterized by a persistent difficulty parting with possessions regardless of their actual value. Hoarders struggle to discard possessions due to the belief that these items must be saved. To them, every item holds sentimental value, making them irreplaceable and worth keeping. As a result, the intense emotional attachment to each item makes the decision to let go extremely difficult and almost impossible. Now, some of you may be wondering, what if I love collecting things? Does that make me a hoarder? Well, it's crucial to note that hoarding disorder and collecting are different. Collections like stamps or model cars involve carefully seeking out specific items, organizing them, and displaying them with pride. Unlike hoarding disorder, collections, even if large, are not typically cluttered, and they don't induce distress or functional problems. Alright, next question. Is being messy equal to having a hoarding disorder? Well, the answer is no. While hoarding disorder is characterized by clutter and messiness, being messy does not necessarily mean having a hoarding disorder. Messiness is generally associated with a lack of tidiness that might occur due to a busy schedule, a shortage of time, or simply a different approach to organization. On the other hand, hoarding disorder involves more complex mental health conditions. But don't worry, we'll also delve into the signs and symptoms later in the video to help you better recognize the condition. But before that, many may wonder, what causes hoarding disorder? Unfortunately, the exact root cause of hoarding disorder remains unclear. Scientists are still exploring genetics, brain function, and stressful life events as potential factors contributing to its development. But here's what we know as of now. There is a strong link between a family history of hoarding disorder and an individual developing the disorder themselves. Additionally, experiencing stressful life events such as the loss of a loved one, divorce, or possessions in a fire may also increase the likelihood of developing hoarding disorder. Alright, next, we'll delve into the details of the signs and symptoms of hoarding disorder. First up is a typical symptom which we have mentioned earlier in the video, the tendency to acquire and hold on to numerous items even when there's no immediate need or available space. Hoarders feel an intense need to keep all their possessions for various reasons, such as the perceived usefulness of these items in the future, avoidance of wastage, feelings of safety and comfort surrounded by these items, and emotional attachment. This clutter piles up, eventually taking over to the point where certain rooms become unusable, impacting hoarders' daily lives. Additionally, many individuals with hoarding disorder have a perfectionist streak. They fear making wrong decisions and tend to get overwhelmed by the task of sorting through possessions. This can further exacerbate the avoidance or procrastination issue, making it extra challenging for them to maintain an orderly life. Beyond perfectionism and procrastination, issues related to cognitive processes such as indecisiveness and distractibility also further contribute to the complexities of hoarding disorder. Living with hoarding disorder is not easy. So if you happen to know anyone exhibiting the above symptoms, or if you have any concerns about someone's behavior, it's advisable to seek guidance from mental health professionals for a thorough assessment. Hey, are you learning something new so far? If you're finding value in this video, hit that subscribe button so that more people can discover and benefit from it. Alright, the next part of this video is extremely important as we'll shed light on the consequences that people with hoarding disorder have to live with. And by the end of the video, we'll also share with you how we can support them in their battle against hoarding disorder. The first consequence arising from hoarding disorder involves significant health and safety risks. The unsanitary conditions such as increased dust, mold, and allergens pose serious threats. Not to mention, the clutter itself can create an environment prone to falls and even become a fire hazard, making home safety a critical concern. Another profound consequence revolves around strained family and relationships. The emotional toll of dealing with hoarding disorder can lead to loneliness and social isolation. Loved ones may find it difficult to comprehend the living conditions, potentially causing tension and strained connections. And the impact of hoarding disorder does not stop at home. It can spill over into employment. Job stability can be compromised as the disorder may affect a person's ability to maintain a functional work-life balance. Furthermore, hoarding disorder can also lead to legal issues, particularly when there's a breach of local regulations concerning property maintenance and sanitation. The accumulation of items may violate local ordinances, potentially leading to eviction. And finally, there is the profound impact on mental health. Hoarding disorder itself is already a mental health condition, and the consequences that come with it can further exacerbate mental health problems. The anxiety, depression, and obsessive-compulsive tendencies associated with hoarding disorder collectively contribute to a complex emotional landscape, making it crucial for individuals to seek professional help and support. Now that we've taken a closer look at the challenges associated with hoarding disorder, finally, let's discuss how we can help and support those facing this challenge. Seeking professional help is a crucial step, and mental health professionals such as therapists and counselors can offer tailored interventions to address the complexities of hoarding disorder. Therapeutic approaches like cognitive behavioral therapy (CBT) can assist in changing thought patterns and behaviors linked to hoarding tendencies. Exposure and response prevention (ERP) is valuable for those dealing with anxiety-related aspects, gradually helping them overcome fears associated with discarding possessions. In conjunction with therapy, medications may also be prescribed to ease symptoms like anxiety or depression. Beyond the professional approach, friends and family play an extremely crucial role as well. Encouraging open communication, expressing empathy, and offering practical assistance can all make a significant difference in the lives of individuals dealing with hoarding disorder. And let's not forget about education. Knowing more about hoarding disorder breaks down stigmas and equips individuals, friends, and family members with the knowledge to approach the condition with compassion and patience. Remember, progress in overcoming hoarding disorder takes time, and setbacks are inevitable parts of the journey. Celebrate every victory, no matter how small, and keep cheering for the journey ahead. If you want to learn more about rare conditions, check out our next video here that talks about the medical condition behind excessive daytime sleepiness. See ya!